Guys, I hope that this particular time you actually get to see this. There was a brew review yesterday, and either the camera or the memory card, or they were both in cahoots with each other, because yesterday's brew review, I know, wait for it, all those people that bitch when they're long, was a relatively short one. Instead of being 4 to 5 files long, it was only 2. One of them did not transfer, and now the memory card is not readable at all. So, sorry. Quickly though, Mr. Holster, you'll have to give me a pardon on this one. My lovely daughter and gracious daughter, Lily, is an artist. Some of you know this. You can, I've shared links for her TerribleWatercolours is the name of her site, and it's on. You can find her on Facebook. She will custom make you anything. Like, for instance, this one right here. She's actually doing one of these for Christine as a Christmas present. Not these colors, but this is a picture of the actual painting. She is donating it as a fundraiser to help Wendy. That's the wife of our friend Wendy and Chris. Chris, who was taken from us on Friday in a car accident. So, if you guys are interested, I will put the information all down below. She sells this particular painting for $350. Again, please guys, just remember that 100% of whatever we raise, I will be presenting to Wendy herself to help in this time of I can't even, honestly, I can't even imagine what she's going through. I know there's you know, we are on a list of people that are doing helping her with food, and they're also doing what? They're also doing a fundraiser towards the end of the month for her at work. But again, I'll put the information down below. What I think I'm just going to do for right now is I'm going to put the BandEBrewReviews email address, and email me what your bid is on it, and I will update it in the description of the brew reviews if I don't immediately email you back. Like last time, someone bid, Stalker Steve for instance, bid $120 on the duck call, and then the next guy bid $30, and I emailed him back right away and said, Stalker Steve has already beat you out. But please guys, anything that we can do to help, and like I said, Lily has donated the painting. Just so I get it all right, she calls this a why Spotify do you have to interrupt? She calls this a mixed media. It consists of acrylic, tea staining, like this area here has actually got a stain with tea. This area has actually been stained with coffee. Let's see, she sent me a couple of pictures so you can see the like the detail in the rest of the stuff. So mixed media, acrylic, tea staining, coffee staining, scrapbook paper, watercolor paper, pencil, and then she seals the whole thing so that it won't get, as she says, funky later on. And this this measures, actually it's pretty close to that size. It's 24 inches by 24 inches, so it's not a small deal. So I'm asking for help, and like I said, me and Christine will be personally handing Wendy 100% of whatever that ends up selling for. Meanwhile, back at the Hall of Justice, bam! That's better. Yes? I know it's not radio, but okay, if you're not going to say anything.
I'm not saying anything, I'm just looking at the picture.
And we've had a sponsor. I can't believe it. I'm such a big fucking deal that Surly has made us a beer for my upcoming TV network.
Shut up.
That's right. White Entertainment TV.
Oh, God.
Ultra fresh hops. Classy, can't make this shit up. This one comes in at 6.1%.
Can't see it in an hour.
Nope, it's not good. Hey, yesterday was 23 minutes.
Well, yeah, that was because it was a fail.
No, that's what the whole thing was. Just nobody got to see it. Hey, by the way, yesterday I reviewed another one from Uinta, the Apricot. Good thing I bought that one myself. The Apricot IPA. It was drinkable. I drank the whole thing, but I think I gave it a 4, and I'm not going to buy another bottle to review. Can't wait till that new camera from Chuck gets here.
Dream on.
Chuck, see, even she knows you're so full of shit that makes her giggle. Hey, look, we got 2 fingers of Chuck. Hey, we have a liquor to review. NIHOP's getting pissed.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah. He's been emailing me and calling me almost daily lately. What the fuck's the deal, he says.
He has not. You're full of it.
It smells wet. Kind of smells like tuna. Just kidding. It does smell good. Nice fresh, hoppy. Little bit of sweet tropical fruits. And since how it's 8 minutes and Mr. Holster is fucking pissed. Cheers, guys. Oh, it's got a nice sweetness. Oh, I don't know if it's JR10 sweet, but it could be right there. Wow, that's really good. Sweet, you notice that right away? And then a nice, like, herbal, earthy hoppiness. It's probably all in the hops, is what I'm guessing. Hang on a second. It's gonna be like Jim saying, you know, I'm supposed to be wearing bifocals, but ask any of the guys in the vid chat, it's terrible when you actually have to wear reading glasses with regular glasses. It was at least it was a little bit more socially acceptable when I had contacts and you didn't know I had contacts, and then I put on reading glasses. Brewed with American hops. Well, yeah, it's brewed with Trump hops. Never had the chance to dry out. Day 1 picked. Day 2 shipped. Day 4 tossed in the brew. The only delay from the field to your glass is the time it takes for fermenting. So it's wet hopped. Which, kind of, you know. That's just a mere coincidence. They knew that we needed something to launch our network. So, White Entertainment Television. beer. And of course, when I did the brew review yesterday, it was relatively. I mean, I think there was a total of like I think it was 39 views, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to be able to manage these comments like nothing. Okay. So I've read some of these. I've read some of these already because I think there was 20-something comments yesterday. Foodmaster Chew, nails first. Joey, yep, I'm here. Aunt Keck, my condolences on the loss of your friend. Cheers to your friend. May he rest in peace, and prayers to his family. Actually, some of you would probably know because I thumbed them up yesterday as I went. Yes, Aunt Keck, I appreciate it. I know if a lot of people are dealing with, like I am right now, you got the holidays coming up, money's precious and whatever, but like I said, Lily was nice enough to donate that painting that she did. And keep in mind, you need anything else done, man, you give her an idea of what you need, and she does some really awesome stuff. I mean, I've showed you guys this before. I proudly, of course I'm going to mess this all up, and I just don't give a shit. I have, what the hell? It's almost like it was stuck to that. That is just charcoal. She didn't like it, but I did. And then I found a Tardisius. I found a Zippo that looked just like it. So she's talented. She's got game. I don't know where the hell she got it from. It wasn't me. I don't think it was her mother either. But I'm serious, man. I think about it. She's going to need a lot of help from her friends and her family. And I'd appreciate anything you guys can do to help. Ed, I'm here. Smile Money Top 10. Foodmaster Chew 12. I used to like Lambrusco years ago. Aunt Keck. McKeenan? Bourbon? Is that... See, I don't know if you're just like I pronounced it wrong or if you were telling me that that's what I need to drink, because if I had it, I would. Foodmaster Chew, I caught the Minority Report reference, but you missed the Pulp Fiction reference about the Kahuna Burger. Yeah, that's a funny ass movie. DFC, now it's just the DFC. Top 10, Aunt Keck. Yeah, I was knocked the fuck out after consuming some Jim Beam, McKeenan, Bullet Bourbon, and those 3 cream de mints. Still made it to my tree stand by 5 a.m. And Keck, the Bullet was bit to it. Oh, there's a bite to it. Never mind. Alcohol. Joey Cuz, prayers are with you guys. Thank you, Joey. Muzzle first. Sorry about your friend Chris. That sucks. It does. And there will be no brew review tomorrow. Tomorrow is the I don't even know what the hell it's even called. And then the funeral's on Wednesday. Muzzle first. 18-year-old is best. The rest are jail time. Wait, what are we talking about? Joey Cuz. It's a Joey thing? Come on, really? Mm-hmm. Oh, Joey, just so you know, the one that I reviewed that nobody will see, that pretty much was a Joey cork also. Joey, wait. You said 10 Fidias available? Fuck, I'll be right back. I gotta get some. Seriously, gotta get some. Smile Money. Wait, it had a weird, it had a wired held in cork, and it was not good. Damn, that broke the golden rule. Yeah. I know. Mind blown. Smile money. Same with the second one. I got one more bottle in there too. It's a, I don't have high hopes for that one either. Muzzle first. It's like you and the rabbit are having a staring contest. Except you are both staring at the camera. I assume something happened to the video. Oh well, it's still entertaining. Yeah, obviously, I did not edit a video and freeze the image for over half of it. Thank YouTube for that. I wouldn't even know how to do that. I'm sure there's probably some way, but no. That problem is not on my end. Ben N, top 19. Muzzle first. Nice brew review, sir. I think you won the staring contest. I saw the rabbit blink. Ed, what a set of ears on that babe. Oops, there we go. Gillian, 426, it sucks about Chris. What a loss. Losing loved ones suck and is very hard to get over, and still the hurt doesn't go away. No. Any of you guys that had the opportunity to meet him and talk to him, he was, let's put it this way, well, Chris and Wendy have been friends for like forever, so I met them through Christine, and we hung out as much as we could. We used to do the dinner and the movie, and, you know, she'd make spaghetti or lasagna because Chris loved her red sauce, and he'd always bring over something to drink, and he usually always brought over the damn Lambrusco. But he was one of the nicest, most sincere people I knew. The montage that I did, I don't know if there was a picture in there. I have to go back and look again. I don't think there's a picture in there. He didn't have a smile on his face. He always had a smile on his face. He's a really good guy. Wendy chose well. And then this shit happens. Gillian, Jim Beam Double Oak Kentucky Bourbon is very good. Cheers. Whiskey shot for Chris and Cowbell. Well, it's a little impossible to walk past that one. I need to restock on some stuff. I need to add you know what? I think I'm gonna go with the one that Jeremy Pre-Dawn Death gave me. Need to stock up on some whiskey, some vodka, vodka. I need some more vodka. Gillian, my friend. Christopher Mann. You'll be missed, my friend. But there's a lot of people that will be watching over and taking care of Wendy and Nina and little Chris. Gillian. Sea Legs beer may have been made with sewer water, Eric. With the smell and the taste. Just saying, not sure. I don't use a cell phone much. It's not a smartphone. Yeah, you got that right. And Joey? Gillian, for Glocks, they have laser guide rods and then can mount a light on the rail. Just a thought. Yeah, I've looked at those. Here's what I don't understand about the laser guide rod laser thingy. How exactly does that turn on and off? Has anyone ever used one of those? Besides that, Gillian, my friend, I have wanted one of the Streamlight flashlight laser combinations for years. It's just that now they finally offer it in green. And thanks to Cadillac V, I had never used a green laser. The red laser, which let me tell you, unless you're in the dark, is pretty much useless. This thing is so frickin' impressive. Obviously, with technology changing, you know, this is. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Cadillac V isn't the kind of guy that's gonna get offended. I mean, I love it. You know, for me, this has been the house gun, and this will be some range time fun, and I'll leave it on here. I mean, Viridian makes some tough ass shit, but in comparison to like what you can get today, I mean, you can get hell, I think Crimson Trace makes just a laser that's, well, actually, they call it the Rail Master. That might be a flashlight and a laser, but I know you can get a laser that's like half the size of this one. This one also runs on a CR123, so it's got a fairly big battery. I can't say that it has a shit ton of life, because then again I goof off with it all the time. Cadillac V, man, you know, it's just like. But, you know, just to get me set up for getting out and shooting it for the first time, and if I have to do some home defense with it, I used my laser bore sighter, and I bore sighted it in for roughly 25 yards. And then I co-witnessed the venom to the bore sight, and then I used the venom to walk it in. So at 20, you know, up close, you know, if you were to do some up close stuff, like to the beer fridge, the laser is actually significantly below the venom's red dot and just slightly to the left. Which I don't understand how that works out, because the farther you get out, the more that the. I mean, I don't even know if it's probably be impossible to. There you go. See what I mean? It's not perfectly below it, but as it gets out to 25 yards, like if you were to go 20 yards, you know, 21 yards, 24 yards, and by the time you get to 25, you can't see the laser dot because the venom is visually on top of it. So it'll be interesting to see the first time I go out, and you know, I'll probably set up a target with some steel and just make sure I'm hitting steel, and then move over to a paper target and get it dialed into absolute. But right now, the laser bore sight, I'm pretty sure that you would not want to stand in front of me at 25 yards. Hell, at 25 yards, you should just be able to, you know, put the homeboys on the side of it and go. Joey, okay, I'm back and I got my 1050. Thanks for the heads up. That's cool. Joey, don't know if it's my computer, but what happened to this video? It's frozen. You drinking beer. You would have to ask YouTube. That video, I uploaded it and you should have seen it at the normal time. When I woke up on Saturday morning, it said that it was the wrong kind of file and I should check it before I upload it. I'm just like, fuck you. It's the same thing I always upload. And nothing changed on my end. So I deleted it, restarted the upload. It uploaded at the normal amount of time. For an hour video, it was about 2 hours to upload. Because I have fantastic download. I have basically 100 megs a second down and 5.5 up. Thank you, Spectrum. So I had to re-upload it, and it uploaded in the same amount of normal amount of time as it normally would. And then just fucking sat there for like 2 hours, 40% processed. Any video, this one, probably, unless you never see it because the camera fucked up. It says processing. You will be notified when it's done, and it's like starts off at like 95%. This. Gillian, the cops didn't stop. Oh, because I asked him what happened. I wanted to know what happened when his neighbor called the cops on him. The cops didn't stop. Just drove by slow and looking my way as I waved and holding my rifle. Sweet. Joey Cuz. When I worked at King Kulin, which is a local supermarket on Long Island, when I was in high school, I once saw a woman pay for her food with food stamps, and as she walked out the door, she got into her brand new red Mercedes. Oh, and she was white, so she had one hell of a white privilege card. Hazman. Normally I don't read the tree, but usually anytime Hazman responds, it's either a nice dig and or it's worth reading. This one is worth reading. Hazman. To Joey's comment, we call them white niggers. Up here, I call them wiggers. Wannabe niggers. White privilege. Nihap responded, she's probably bought them off another white trash folks for pennies on the dollar. So that person can buy drugs or alcohol with the cash. That happens here all the time. I have even seen people buy cases of soda on WIC or food stamps when they go outside, empty all the cans on the ground and redeem them for deposit so they can buy cigarettes. Yeah, that's like, for a while up here, copper was worth more than you paid for it. People were fucking going to the hardware store, clearing the shelves off, and driving straight to the recycling center. Yeah, they needed to get that shit fixed in RFN. Joey Cuz, just thinking of the WET TV channel. Wee! You know? Yeah, wet, baby. You know how much fun it would be to be wet. El Tenda, sorry about your loss. Thank you, my friend. You know, Ed, I know the blemishes were not there when I sent out the SIG, Not sure what happened. Maybe it was one time in a holster. I mean, I wasn't using a holster specifically made for the gun. I mean, Ed, trust me, Ed, I don't really give a shit, Ed. Ed, besides that, Ed, you already know what my idea of the dream version of this gun is, the gun that is under all of this. I like the polished, or should I say satin stainless steel, because this is an all stainless steel gun. This is not a light gun. Like I said, this gun is almost the exact same weight as the 1006. Ed, sorry, Ed, if I gave a fuck about how this looks, I would leave it in the safe and it would have never gone into a holster. But I don't give a fuck. I want to enjoy my shit. So Ed, just fucking have another shot, my friend. I don't fucking care. I'm just saying, this is not Ed's problem. This is my problem. Let's just say that is the repercussions of one Saturday as my carry gun. I can tell you what I did. Got up in the morning, watched Velocity until Christine was ready. Of course, I'm ready a couple hours before her, because I get up and I'm ready. So I get up, I put this into the holster. I don't remember even what holster I was even using. I think I was actually using the one from whatever, it doesn't matter. Not the right holster. That's the moral to the story. But it had retention and it didn't wiggle around in it, so that's why I went with it. So put this on my side, went and had breakfast with the kids, ran some errands, came home, mowed the lawn. I'm going to use it. My thought is when I got sick and tired of this, I would send it to someone I really trusted, and I would return it to what I originally wanted, and that was, brushed stainless, and possibly a set of rosewood grips. Or what I need to do is I need to get Jay, or is it Jason at Lock Grips, because I already have things on my wish list with him, which I think this was one of the things that I talked to him about. But yeah, boom, baby. El Tenda. Damn, Jay, now I want a 5.7. Oh, yeah? Again. I could, like I said, this fucker's always on my side. Unless I'm at work. Now, having said that, I have had bring your 5.7 to work days. Safety sallies. As you'll notice, the safety is on. Now the safety is off. I have actually had to bring your 5.7 to work. The only difference was on that day, I knew that I wasn't going to be, 10 feet down in a pit of mud, and possibly, then again, I don't, there's nothing that I can do to this that Jay at Elite Ammunition can't undo. As a matter of fact, he's been telling me for years now that I need to pick up a Browning high power and just send it to him. And you don't know how badly, Wade, I wish I could do that. If I had an Elite Ammunition redone Browning high power, I would carry the fuck out of that. Ed, fine review, and I'll pass on that beer. Wet rules. Yeah, fuck it, it does. Nothing better than going in and you get there and it's wet. Joey, don't go off the smell because it tastes the same. Not what you want to hear out of a girl's mouth, unless you like that stuff. Stephen Bush. Laugh out loud. The price of my brand new Gen 4 G34 700 plus. The Trigicon HD sights, little over $100. And the same price, and the price of an aftermarket parts and coating came out to about $1,200. My hollow point. I tell you, you can just, hollow. Just doesn't that fit? I believe you gave his son a paper mache zombie head when you were a star. I still am a fucking star. You know how many people want to be me? Fuck, I want to be me. Or in there. Actually, my hollow point. I have given Christopher a lot of things over the years. Dick. Let's see, again, Hasman 440, Paul, another my big brother, responded to Chuck, I believe you are right. How do you remember? Good question. Chuck responds back with, I can't remember what I had for supper, but I can remember heart-stopping vids. And then Paul says, you are such a heartless cunt. Oh, actually, no, he didn't actually say that. Hang on, it's my FFL. Woo-wee! Yep, more shit to pick up. So Palmetto State had this really freaking great deal a few days back. A Taurus 38 special revolver and a AR-10 lower with a rebate. Shit. You gotta watch out for those daily deals. Did I finish the bullshit with my hollow point? Yeah. Ammohead 73. Damn, sorry to hear about your friend. Prayers to his family. Thank you. All I can say is Wendy has one hell of a family. Unfortunately, the day she finds out that she loses the love of her life and the father of her children, Friday, they actually had a funeral for one of her uncles. And probably over half of the family skipped the funeral to be with her. But still, some of them went, as obviously, I don't know if they rock, paper, scissored for the going to the funeral or not, but she is such an awesome person. Any of you guys that have met her, she's well, there's a reason that Christine and Wendy are best friends. She won't take no shit. She is funnier. There is no level of shit that you can give Wendy and not expect to get it back. Just one quick story. I don't know how long this is now that I've turned the camera on and off. It was me, Christine, Wendy. Yeah, Chris had to work or something. Chris wasn't here that night. So it was me, Christine, Wendy, and my friend Howard, and we're sitting out around the fire, and we started talking about slanging with Jeffrey. He's gone. I can't find any of his videos. If you ever seen Slanging with Jeffrey, it was like the Alabama Hot Pocket. So here was this nearly Ken Hansen-like puppet discussing some of the most disgusting fucking shit. And like the Alabama Hot Pocket, and you know, it's just, I don't remember even which one was up that night. And I threw it out there. I said something like, you know, I'm gonna give her the Alabama Hot Pocket, or no, it wasn't. I know my level of disgust is, I know I am not worthy for everybody out there. It was oh, the Dirty Sanchez. Look it up. I made a comment about the Dirty Sanchez, and Wendy just starts fucking laughing. And Christine goes, "What's so funny?" And she's just like, "The Dirty Sanchez?" And Christine goes, "What's a Dirty Sanchez?" And Howard goes, "Yeah, what's a Dirty Sanchez?" I look at Wendy. She fucking looks back at Chris. She goes, "Oh no, I am not going to tell you. You have to go fucking look it up on your own, just like I found it." So Howard, Christine, get up from the fire pit and walk upstairs, and you see the office light turn on. Give it a little enough time for them to punch in Dirty Sanchez, and all of a sudden you hear from upstairs, "Ooh!" Me and Wendy just started laughing. Yeah, she's awesome. She is all one of the guys. I love her, man. She's Rich. All right, Eric, you should just send that 5.7 down here. I'm sure we can work out a trade. How many guns do you want for it? I just saw El Tenda's newest video with Jay talking about the site he developed. That guy is a fucking genius. Yes, that site that he has, I would honestly consider putting that easily on an AR platform, but what I'd really like, well, the dream would be to win a lottery, and I would buy me and Jim, Hornet Fixer, a PS90, and I would have Jay put all of his Go Fast goodies on it, including that site. As for, okay, let me see. Jay, so hypothetically speaking, I mean, I already owe you, and I'm in the process of trying to sell something so that I can keep the double stack. I'm not gonna lie. Right now, if someone said, "Here's $3,000, I'll trade you for that," I don't know if I could do it. And that's basically what's in this thing right now. You just send me everything you have, and I will send. No, I know you've got a really nice collection. And Rich has great taste in firearms. Rich again. Oh man, that really puts things into perspective. So sorry to hear about your friend Chris. It's good to see you have good memories to think about. Thoughts and prayers for Chris, family, and all of you as well. Thank you, Rich. Ammohead. You're on your way to work at 5:30 a.m. Damn. Wish I could sleep in. Don't know what happened at 42 minutes and 45 seconds in the video. It was a still frame of you drinking for the rest of the video, but the audio still worked. Maybe just on my end. No. Yes, we need to make wet a thing. I've made wet a thing right now. have no idea how many comments are left. Next, JR10 Desert Gold. I'm going in for some double wet. You had some valid points regarding a light mounted to your pistol. A counterpoint that I use for my justification is that the TLR2S, along with the precisely mentioned features, also has the strobe mode, which at these brightness levels itself is disabling. Jay, we are not going to fucking argue about this at all, because what you have, I want, but I want the green laser. What, the TLR, TLR, I think it's the 2, HL. Chuck, just send me the money, I'll get it myself. Flashlight, laser, all in one. Now, I'd have to actually see it on the gun. I think it probably is a little bit more this way, but it's a little bit less this way. Cadillac V. Hovering around. We don't want to do any damage to the... Who cares about the... BAM! Hey, let's check accuracy. Yeah, the strobe's a bitch. Aunt Keck. Hey, that's one sexy bunny. Mm-hmm. Real cool burnout. My condolences and prayers to Chris's family. Thank you, my friend. Real cool burnout. 4 minutes, 42 minutes, 44. See, evidently it must fuck up differently, because Ammo had 45 seconds. He made it a second farther into the video than Cobra did. Video freezes, but the audio keeps playing. Am I the only one that watched long enough to be victimized by the horror show? No. DFC, rest in peace, Chris. Thank you, my friend. Wade, condolences to you and Miss B, and prayers for his family. Enjoy your life while you are alive. That's how it works. Well, not to turn this political, but Wade, please explain the cock-throttling fucking libtards that are acting like little tiny children that they are, because Trump is our president. They show... That's like a William Shatner thing. They show no regard for the preciousness of our lives. Because they're libtards. Mr. Ulster, sorry for loss. First snow. Yeah. First snow, it's a doozy. 100+ accidents. Mr. Ulster, checking plate numbers. I'm sure he can do that. Stephen Bush, is it just me, or is the video stuck at you drinking a beer? Well, that's pretty much, yeah. Mr. Holster, thanks. I used you as an excuse on the Socks show Friday for having not shot my 220 yet. I'm fine, you know. Best thing, if you need traction while you're stuck, is to throw me under the tires. Mr. Ulster, you want your $11 back, but would you drink it for $11? No. Mr. Ulster, you have just come up with a new product course. The block will have to be pretty long to travel far enough to run the bolt. I have no freaking idea what you're talking about, but I'll give it a thumbs up. Dubgalok! Dude, where the hell have you been? Rest in peace, Chris. Great vid, Eric. Thank you. Hazman, you have to try Dogfish Head beer for breakfast stout and drink it. Not yet. And drink it as close to room temperature as you can. Awesome. Hazman, Dogfish Head is a big deal at both of the Super 1 and Keyport, and neither one of them had it. I looked. Hazman, I want my money back. You cheap-ass video froze at 43 something. Better get your stepdad to send you another camera. Then, hollow, as in empty, as in nothing, point, says, Sony HDC multi-format camera system on the way. You heard it. We'll see how long that takes. Jade, Elite Ammunition, I just pull over to text and talk. Make it easy and safe. Yeah, I do that too. Jay again. Instant, just about all large agencies have full automatic. Full-time scanning of all plates that our system can pick up. It can do thousandths a second. If any scan tag comes up with anything, the laptop screen has a pop-up window, flags it, and gives all the info so the cop can instantly go bust the people. Well, wow. Wow! That's Jay answering my question. Whenever I drive past a fucking cop who is supposed to be the fucking role model for us fucking people, sorry, I blew up right there, they're always looking at their goddamn computer. Aren't you supposed to be driving your car just like we are? So what's the justification? I digress, but I remember the time I came down I-35W. There's a sign that says, do not take the Lafayette Bridge exit, which means you have to merge past, I don't know if that's 4 or 5 lanes of traffic to get. I followed a cop. I followed a cop from point A to point B. He pulls over on the off-ramp. He comes over with his hand like this. He has undone the strap on his pistol, and he practically knocks me off my motorcycle in the process of trying to grab the key, and he says to me, "What are you doing?" And I go, "I just followed you. What are you doing?" He's like, "Wait right there." Comes back and hands me a ticket, and I'm like, "Well, if you just wrote me one, I'm sure that you must have wrote yourself one, right? Because you didn't have your lights on. You crossed over all lanes of traffic and took the same exit as me. All I did was follow you. So what's right for the goose is right for the, is it the gander? Or whatever comment I made at that point in time. Yeah, it didn't matter. I still got the ticket. I was like, seriously. Yeah, so that system exists. So yeah, that's cool to know. Jade again. I have all our hydro dipped work sprayed with a protective clear coat. Most dippers don't add that process or charge more for it. So not only does Jay not charge more for it, but he actually does it. So not only is this hydro dipped, but it is sprayed in clear coat, which, again, find me. Can't wait for that Sony camera from Chuck to get here. Look at how fast that focuses. It's awesome. Oh, and he polished the pins, which is something he normally doesn't do. So if it wears off, you should see black. Let's see. Muzzle swept you. Muzzle swept you. Yeah, see, like these areas, again, that's just the coating coming through, because this is a black gun. So if it wears off, you should see black. Which you don't. Love you, Jay. Sharky, sorry to hear about your friend Chris. Shit like that sucks. Sharky, at the top left, our country, we almost touched Denmark. And with almost, I mean about 100 miles. Not much distance for you guys, but that's huge for us, Dutchies. Hell, our country is barely over 200 miles in length and 100 miles width. So technically, yeah, we're the neck of the woods. Sonoran Desert Prepper, SDP, as his friends would call him. My God, so sorry for your friend and his family. Ugh. Went to Toby Keith's Sunday night, hung out with friends till 2 a.m. and headed home. About 10 minutes from our house, around a curve, medium separates the two directions. Wrong way drunk driver was in my lane coming right at me and the wife. I still can't figure out how we didn't plow into each other in the middle of a dark desert highway. Thankfully, all I had was Red Bulls and was in alert worry. I seriously wanted to chase him down and blow his fucking brains out for almost killing us. He owes his life to my wife, is all I have to say. Well, with everything you have gone through, my friend, I am glad those Red Bulls kept you both with us. J-Dog, here. J-Dog, saw your fucking ass today. Hey, J-Dog, I'll be waking your fucking ass up probably tomorrow. Greg will be on the right of you with a wet saw cutting tiles, and I will be on the left side of you with a wet saw cutting tiles. J-Dog, sorry for your loss. Thank you. It's too loud or too old. Great review, brother. Cheers. I'm hitting the refresh button and then getting the hell out of here. And it's too loud or too old stands as the last comment. This is the second one. So, Mr. Holster, I'll be enjoying this without you. Surly, who has answered the call for our future television network, White Entertainment Television, WET. How could this be anything but a 10? And a 10 it is. I would love it a lot more if it was 10 or 11%, but when you're wet, you're pretty damn happy about it. Cheers, guys. Seriously, if anybody can help and wants to get an awesome, original piece of history from my daughter, bid on it, buy it. Love you guys, and maybe Wednesday, probably Thursday. Cheers.